we're going to get going. So we are going to focus on diamond, getting to diamond, and achieving team builder or achieving team builder, okay? Because guys, if you're already an Emerald coach, this should be your next step, okay? You first want to achieve, and I did another Zoom on this, Emerald and business starter, okay? So starting to hit Success Club monthly. Hitting Success Club monthly, which I hope all of you know what that is at this point in your business, will earn you the title of business starter. Now, if you're looking at the leadership ladder, guys, I think it's genius that they have that information out there for you guys, because when I was starting to build our business, I kind of had to just blindly go like, okay, how many coaches should I be focusing on adding to my team every single month? And how many should I be helping? And how should I do this? And how should I do that? And how is that going to come into income? Like, you don't have to guess with the leadership ladder, because they're giving you goals to shoot for that are going to incrementally increase your income, okay? And I don't want empty ranks on this team, okay? Because I've been an empty rank before. I've had other coaches become empty ranks. And what I mean by that is when you're building a team with discount coaches and people who don't want to move the business forward, it can become very frustrating, because not only do you want to have people that you can work with, right? Like, it's so fun to have people who are on your personally sponsored team who get just excited about the business as you do, right? Because you're like, yay, I can bounce ideas off of you, and we can learn together. It's not like you always have to be the leader. I learned so much from my coaches, okay? And coaches in our downline. So, you have people to bounce ideas off of, but also your income increases with having coaches who want to work the business. That makes sense, right? If you're building with discount coaches who buy Shakeology every month, so you just get the 90 PVs, you'd have to have a lot of discount coaches to be able to probably get to the income that you guys want, right? So let's focus on having solid ranks. So if you are a diamond coach and you are not hitting team builder, you need to focus on that as your next goal. And we'll go through what they are. If you are an Emerald coach and you've never hit business starter, you need to focus on that before you go for team builder and diamond, okay? You have to go for these things and give yourself those goals and not overwhelm yourself, okay? It's kind of like a ladder, okay, to go up those steps. But if you're a team builder and you're like, okay, I want to get to team leader, you need to get to diamond first, okay? So it kind of does this. I need kind of a graphic. Maybe I'll ask my assistant to do that. That gives you guys the steps, because it'll make things so much easier. Okay, so let's screen share. So, all right, so I see some faces on here that I know that you guys are diamond coaches already, others that, you're getting close to it, others that you're like, okay, I really want it, but I don't know what to do. So hopefully this can help. Okay, so our goal is to achieve active diamond and or team builder by the end of June. Now, hopefully you guys saw that we're hosting a really awesome training. Abby Walsh, Brittany Wright, Christy Kester, and I are all doing a Push to the Stars training. And these are the requirements, you guys. You either are an active diamond by June 29th. Okay, so that's coming up, June 29th, or, okay, team builder. Okay, so just make sure you write that down. Okay, Pushing for the Stars, I think Hustle for the Stars training. I need to be either a diamond or team builder by the end of June, pretty much. Okay, so what is diamond? This is when it starts getting a little overwhelming, guys, because Emerald, it's easy to think, okay, I just need a coach on my left and I need a coach on my right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but when it gets to diamond, it was really hard for me to grasp the fact that I needed to have 8 personally sponsored coaches. Okay, so let's look at this active diamond right here. Okay, these are kind of the ranks going up to diamond. And most people skip from Emerald to active. I have had rubies, and I think that's pretty cool because then I get to shout you out as a ruby and a diamond. But most people hop up from Emerald to diamond, okay? Because it's just, where'd it go? It just goes like that, okay? So you have to have 8. Where did it go? Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. This is why I don't use PowerPoints, guys. So to get to Emerald, or to get to Diamond, you have to have 4 personally sponsored coaches, okay? Or 8 personally sponsored coaches, 4 on your left and 4 on your right leg, okay? There is no if and or but around it. and they have to be active, okay? So get that in your head. Okay, so I need 4 on each leg, so a total of 8. Now I need to have one of those coaches, okay? So one of those 4 on each leg become emerald, okay? So just think about that. There is a diamond model, and I can always put this in our team group as well in the files, but I believe it's in your Coach Online office under your trainings. There is a diamond model. You could even Google it, okay, Beachbody diamond model, and it has a graphic that can help you fill out what coaches you have right now and what you need. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm visual, and I have to have it in front of me and know, okay, so I need to put my next coach on my left leg, or I need to put my next coach on my right leg, or my next 3 on my right leg, or whatever. And nothing's more frustrating for a coach to be signing up coaches and getting really excited, and then you get on your office and you're like, oh, they're all on my right leg, and it's after the 72 hours, so I can't switch it, okay? In the long run, that'll be totally fine because you'll continue to build your business. But when you're going for a rank, you want to make sure that you're switching them back and forth. And it's not up to your upline to track that, okay? We're all adults. You should be already taking the reins and saying, okay, I need to be the one that's checking into my office every single day. I need to know where my coaches are at and when they're active, or if they're blinking inactive or whatever, okay? So that's the first thing, is diamond, okay? Did we figure out the graphic? Cool, okay. So, benefits of being a diamond coach. There's a lot of benefits, but I pulled some of the top ones. The first one, recognition. Doesn't it feel good to be praised for what you've done? Okay, not only does your team achieve this amazing goal together, it's not an I goal, you guys, it's a we goal, because there's no way that you can get to diamond without coaches, okay? So, we get recognition for your team from your upline coach. If you don't have an upline coach that's working the business, reach out to me. I will adopt you. Okay, I've adopted a lot of other ones. So the next thing is your team cycle bonus goes up. So from Emerald is just $14 per cycle. Diamond, you go to $18 per cycle. Pretty freaking cool, you guys, because as that continues to grow and you start seeing those cycles go up and up and up, that's where your income increases. You don't have to be doing more Success Club points, okay, like 100 per month. How overwhelming would that be, okay, to just solely base your income off of Success Club? Oh my gosh, I would lose people, okay? But with the team cycle bonus, as you help your team, they help you, okay? So the cycle goes up. The next is that you get added into our diamond and above group. Did you even know we had one of these? We do. We have a diamond and above group, and we just share, tips, suggestions, things that are working for us. Sometimes we share it in our team, in the new and improved as well, but for the most part, it's just ideas that leaders are bouncing back and forth. We're actually picking back up our diamond and above weekly Zooms, where you hop on and we're just sharing what's working, what we're struggling with, wanting to run trainings together, things like that. The other cool thing that I just started this year for just Diamond and Above coaches is monthly, I have 1 to 2 leaders from other teams. Okay, so for instance, we just had Ali Dar and Jamie Innes, and they came on and gave their top tips on team culture. Okay, so they came on and gave their top tips. We've had Tulin Emery, okay? We've had, we've had quite a few people that I can't think of right now. But you have access to those trainings, okay? As soon as you become a diamond coach, you can hop in the group, get added into the group. We recognize you in the group. You get access to all of those trainings, okay? People start taking you seriously, okay? As a diamond coach, it feels really good. We always tell coaches, maybe don't put Emerald Coach on your profile page when you are first building your business. But when you hit diamond, you guys, that's something to be proud of. That's something to shout from the rooftops, okay? And put it on your page. Show people you're a diamond coach. Janelle actually has a really funny story that she shared before. I don't know if you guys have heard her say this, but she shared it on trainings where someone was deciding to sign up with either Janelle or another coach, and they signed up with the other coach because they said, I think Janelle currently had been like a 15-star diamond coach. And that coach, she didn't say that on her profile page, but the coach that the person signed up with had diamond coach on their page. And Janelle said, I'm just curious, like, why was your decision to go with that person? And they said, well, she's a diamond coach, so she's really taking her business seriously. And Janelle was like, oh, shoot, I should probably put my rank on my page. Okay, so diamond is when I believe you should put your rank on your page, okay? People definitely start taking you more seriously. You start having a team, okay, that you can build with, you can connect with, you can run with, you can feel like a leader. Now, if you're a diamond coach right now and you're like, I don't like discount coaches, you know, you're like, I don't want anyone to see. You guys, it's okay. It's okay. I was there too. Okay. All you have to do is just continue to talk to people and build relationships and bring coaches onto your team that you want to work with, okay, and that aren't coming in solely for the discount. That's a whole other training, okay, and there's trainings on YouTube on how to do that correctly, but onboarding people with the thought of running a business, okay, and not leading with the discount, but leading with the fact that they can have a business opportunity with this. Whether or not they actually turn into business builders or not is not up to you, but they at least come in with that thought process, okay? I can't even remember the last time I had someone sign up as a coach just for the discount. Whether they turn into a discount coach or not is their decision, but most of the coaches on my team come in with the thought of working a business, okay? You get a medal at Summit. Some coaches don't even realize that, but you get a medal. I wish I had my medals, but I remember the first time I went to Summit, and I was a diamond coach, and I got this medal around my neck, and I was like, oh, this feels so cool. This is amazing. I get a medal to walk around with to show people that I'm a diamond coach, okay? And you better believe Kirk felt the same way when he went to Summit and he had hit diamond and was able to walk around with that medal, okay? So it's pretty cool. You get to keep it. You can give it to your kids. You can hang it up in your office. It's just something fun to have, okay? You also get your name announced on the National Wake Up Call. Now, they weren't doing this for a while, and I think a lot of coaches did a little bit of a huff and a puff about it because it feels good to hear your name, guys. And so they started to do the diamond and above coaches again, or I guess diamond coaches, because they were doing star diamond for a while, but diamond coaches announced on the National Wake Up Call. So that's really cool. I remember, the first time I had my name announced, sitting there all anxious, like, oh my God, are they going to say my name right? Are they going to skip over me? And then they say it, and it's really cool. You start receiving elite points. Okay, that's a whole other training, you guys, but if you're really wanting to go for an amazing goal with you and your team, a very unselfish goal. I just did a training for another team on this, which I can put in our team group, but it's a very unselfish goal to go for elite because you cannot get there by yourself, okay? It really helps you learn how to be a good leader and how to help other people succeed, which in turn creates an amazing team. Okay, so I really do believe that becoming an elite team is a big thing that you should go for. Okay, so you start receiving elite points as soon as you hit diamond. So every month you'll start receiving elite points, and you can go in your FAQs and look up how to earn elite points and stuff like that. Okay, let's dive into team builder. Whew, team builder, you have to, and this is when it gets really exciting in your business, okay? I know that we always say 2 stars where it's at, but I really believe that focusing on the leadership ladder and saying, okay, so I am a diamond coach, or I'm about to become a diamond coach, I need to go for team builder. And you can actually hit team builder before you get to diamond. Okay, so if you're like in that in-between, here comes T, but if you're in that in-between and you're like, all right, I'm an emerald coach, I feel like diamond is really a far reach for me right now. I'm not sure where I should be focusing. Go for team builder first, okay? Hopefully I don't get shot in the head from an upline coach about saying that, but I highly suggest going for team builder before you go for diamond. They might happen simultaneously, you guys, which is really cool, okay? But you want to make sure that you're at least doing team builder once you're an emerald coach. Why? Because that's when your income starts increasing, you guys. $250 income, okay? So yes, the majority of that is going to be coming from you hitting Success Club, okay? But when you start having your coaches get 1 or more Success Club point, okay, your volume in your business starts to increase, which that will help your income, okay? The last thing is just 200 on your week volume. Now, if you're an Emerald coach, that means that you cycle at least 2 times. So that's $28, guys. Wait, yeah, $28 as an Emerald coach. Now, if you're a Diamond, 18 times 2 is what, 36? You'd make $36 as your team cycle bonus. And then it continues to increase, increase, increase. Now, the thing I like about Team Builder, you guys, is this is not overwhelming. Okay, this is not an overwhelming goal to go for, you guys. If you're someone who is serious about your business and you are not hitting Team Builder, you need to take a step back and look at where you need to focus your time, because these are the things that are going to start building a solid business, okay? A Diamond coach who is not hitting Team Builder has not learned how to be a leader. Now, I get it. It's scary. I did not know how to be a leader, okay? I had to learn a lot, and I'm continuing to learn a lot. But in order to see this business grow, you've got to learn how to be a leader, okay? And you fall on your face a lot, okay? And you mess up, and you learn amazing things, and other times you're like, oh, I messed that up, you know, or whatever. You just continue to grow. But this is where it's at, okay? So go for Team Builder. I should have a lot of new Team Builders by the end of June in our downline, okay? And, like, I don't know if I said this or not on this training, but things are coming together, but we have the 2-star Hustle to the Stars training coming with Brittany Wright and Abby Walsh and Christy Kester, that them and I are running together, and you have to be Team Builder or Diamond by the end of June, okay? And so those are the requirements. You better screenshot that and be like, okay, that's what I'm going for. If you're serious about your business, you need to hit that by the end of June. Okay, so benefits of being a team builder, okay? Like I said, your income picks up, okay? You start seeing that weak leg volume come up. You can have a ton of volume on your strong leg, you guys, but you are only as strong as your weak leg, okay? That was the one thing that really stood out to me when I first signed up as a coach and I started building my business, okay? So it was about 2 years in the business, and I was like, okay, it's nice that I have this right leg being built by my coaches on that leg and my upline, but I need to build my weak leg because I'm not going to be making any income if I don't get that weak leg volume up, okay? And 200 PVs in a month, you guys, is not hard, okay? It is not hard. Okay, nothing feels better than to see your coaches succeeding, okay? That's what I believe is a benefit of being a team builder, okay? You start seeing your coaches get successful points, so they're getting their first customers, okay? Or they're getting their first challengers. Remember the way that you felt the first time you had your first challenger? That's an awesome feeling. And to be able to have your coaches have that feeling, it's amazing, okay? And along with the other benefits, you know, just like Diamond, you're going to get recognition from your upline or from me. You're going to be able to say that to other people that you're a team builder, okay? And to just know that your business is on the right track, okay? So how to get there? Okay, I'm going to give you 3 vital stuff, and then we're going to hop off, okay? So these are the 3 things that I suggest doing to be able to get to team builder and or Diamond by the end of June. If you really, really want to impress your upline, impress me, if I am your upline, if I'm not your upline, and you're serious about your business, you guys, you want to draw that line in the sand and say, okay, yes, I'm not messing around anymore. Okay, and I would suggest getting this book first. Get over your damn self. Get that book, okay, and read it. Read it and say, oh, all right, this is my Bible now. Okay, that's the first thing, really. But to say, okay, I'm going to finish June, and I'm going to finish June strong. Okay, because we have so much time, guys. Okay, so the first step, okay, I wanted to break this down to 3 things to not overwhelm you. The first one is get your business to Success Club as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I was having a pity party for myself last week. Okay, I was like, I have all these people I'm talking to, and they're all saying no. Like, they're all saying no, you know, and then you go into this just vicious downward spiral, right? I suck as a coach. No one wants to work with me. And you just keep having these conversations with yourself, right? You need to shut that voice off, okay? You need to shut that voice off and own yourself as a coach. Go listen to the National Wake Up Call by Julie Boris. If you did not listen, it was amazing. I love her, okay? But listen to the National Wake Up Call. Throw yourself into Sean Week if you're not already doing it. Get yourself into posting, and I have no doubt that just by doing those things and starting to build those relationships, you're going to hit Success Club within the next week. okay? You've got to build those relationships. You've got to do the actions to get you there, okay? And you guys all know how to hit success club at this point if you're on this Zoom. I don't have to go through that, okay? The other is connect with your upline coach or me. If you don't have an upline coach, you can connect with me. I am here for you, okay? I will adopt you. You just have to tell me. I don't like to step over toes, okay? So, you know, just let me know and I will grab onto you and I will help you as much as I possibly can as a mentor, okay? But you want to make sure that you have a game plan in place. I look at everything that our team has been able to achieve. We were in the top 10. We've been elite for 5 years in a row, you guys. I know we'll hit 6, okay? Superstar Diamond. I look at all these goals, you guys, and then I look at all of the times that we tried for things and it didn't happen. Like, no one knows that we tried to go for Superstar Diamond like 4 or 5 times before it actually happened, okay? And I look at the difference between why it happened when it did and why it didn't before the first 3 or 4 times we tried for it. And it was because I did not have a game plan in place. Okay, you have to break that plan down. You need to know the coaches that you should be working with. You need to know the people that, I hate the word prospects, but the dream team coaches that are challengers of yours that you're like, they would be so amazing. They keep saying no. I keep going back to those people who say no that I know would be amazing because it took me a while, okay? And think about yourself. So, you know, keep circling back, not obnoxiously, but letting them know how amazing they would be on your team, okay? Because some of my best coaches have come from fighting me for quite a while to become a coach. Making sure that you have everything laid out and saying, okay, every single day I'm going to pick 3 or 4 things that are focused on that goal to go onto my to-do list. You have to break it down so specifically, you guys. Okay? SMART goals. SMART goals. You guys all know what that stands for. Okay. The last thing is if your spouse isn't signed up, sign him or her up. I should have put her. Him or her up and work the business together to get him Success Club points. Okay? Kirk and I, we work our businesses together. Okay? And it would be so silly of me to not work it together and say, all right, we need to get Kirk to help me get Success Club points, right? Because not only does that help me with elite points, okay, if they're either a 2016 or 2017 sign-up coach, okay, but also it's helping his volume and it's helping my volume, so it's like double dipping, okay? So we do work it together and it would be silly not to have your spouse in your business, okay? All right, are those 3 things that you think you guys can do? Yes, yes? Okay, so I think I saw something blinking up here. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna answer. Okay, so what kind of, oh, you said, what kind of headband? Okay, you know I hit 1 star, but I have trouble hitting Team Builder consistently. I have a few coaches who, from what I can tell, have been doing the vitals for several months, but can't consistently get Success Club points. I'm so afraid they're going to get discouraged and quit. I'm doing my best to keep them motivated, but would love the tips. Sure, so actually, guys, what I would suggest doing is reaching out to your coaches, whether they're people who haven't done anything in the business in a while, or they never have, or whatever, and reach out to them and draw a line in the sand and say, hey guys, I just got off this Zoom and I am so extremely pumped up and I want to help you finish June strong. If you want to move your business forward, I will be there for you and we can work together. I'm getting a group of coaches together to kind of have a push for the end of the month. Would you want to be a part of that? And Elizabeth, walk them through it. Because you hit Success Club, you know what you're doing. And I know it's tough sometimes, you guys. We all have those tough months. But you've got to break it down for those coaches. Not to the point where you're giving them templates. Something that I think is really important with new coaches is to empower them and say, okay, let's create, for instance, I just did a Zoom, so maybe have them listen to that. But I did a Zoom and had them say, okay, so let's think about, who are the people who are on your friends list that are at least 100 names that you would want to, work with eventually. Don't think too hard about it. Just create that list. Then go back and highlight 10 of those people. Then tell me, out of those 10 people, why would they benefit from being a coach? Why would they benefit from having a challenge group in their life? Why would they benefit from Shakeology? Whatever it is that you want them to go for, okay? And have them tell you. And then say, okay, awesome. So go tell them that. Okay, and kind of empower them to talk to their friends and family. Does that help? And with new coaches, guys, you just have to give them that confidence, okay? You've got to get those small wins. So even if they're not hitting Success Club consistently yet, you guys, get them their first challenge pack sold. Get them their first Shakeology Home Direct sold. Get them, you know, when they say they're doing their vitals, have them send you what they're doing, like with their messages. Make sure that you're checking out their social media to see if they're doing call to actions and they're adding value, or if they're just posting shake pictures and workout pictures, you know, that maybe is not so much value. And share with them what you think that they could do better, because they signed up to have you help them, right? And I know sometimes we don't want to like upset people, and it took me a really long time to know that it's okay to tell people when they're doing something wrong, because they need to know that, okay? And if you do it the right way, they're not going to get their feelings hurt. They need to know if they're doing something wrong, okay? Okay. It is, so you need team volume for the two, if you're talking about the 200 or 200 week leg, yes, so it's team volume. So it wouldn't just be yours. So say, you know, on your, say that your week leg is your left leg, okay? For the whole month combined, 200 personal volume, or team volume points. Sorry, there you go, team volume. Okay, so you're welcome, Amber. Okay. Oh, she's not even saying it to me. Okay, I think the struggle I've had in the past is the downline with successful points, finding the coaches who wanted to be working. Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you a real quick tip, and then I'm going to let you go on your way. Okay, so the minute that I changed it in my head that I was not going to sign up discount coaches, that I was going to bring people in as working coaches. Okay, you just got to do that switch. Okay, because I know it's so easy to lead with the discount. I catch myself doing it too, being like, but you can get 25% discount. No, if they're just going to come in as a discount coach, let them stay as a customer, unless they really need that that discount. Okay, then I have some discount coaches. But I would suggest doing that switch in your head, okay, and saying, okay, I'm going out and I am going to find those business builders. I know it seems hokey, you guys, but if you make that switch in your brain and you say, okay, who are the people that I want on my team? Okay, and I even went as far as to create kind of and some of my people that are on this were at my retreat in Tennessee, where we created kind of a persona of who we're looking for, our niche, okay? And we printed out a picture of the person, okay, and wrote down exactly what we're looking for. So as a business person, as someone who you want on your team, who do you want to attract? Okay, who do you want on your team? And then when you go onto your page and you start connecting with people, if you see someone who comments on your page that you're like, nope, not very much in common at all, don't message them just to get your number across, okay, to have that number be higher. Really go and specifically looking for a certain type of person. And have your onboarding system, you guys. That's a whole nother webinar. Janelle has done onboarding. I have my new coach email set up in the file section of the new and improved important team for the addicted group. That's a mouthful. But I have my welcome email in there. As soon as they get their welcome email, I start connecting with them. I don't do a one-on-one call with people anymore, but we start connecting with the first 30 stuff, okay? And then I get them into a new coach training. And I run a new coach training. I just started doing this the last 2 months, guys, but I will run a new coach training for anyone's new coaches, okay? So the next new coach training will start, let's see, it'll be July. So the next new coach training is going to start July 3rd. Okay, so you can, any coaches who you onboard, if you're like, you know what, I don't have a new coach training that I can add them into, you can add them into mine. I always post about it in the new and improved important Team Fit Addicted group. You can just add them in. It's usually set up a couple days before. Add them in, add yourself in, make sure you're supporting and loving on them, because sometimes it can get a little too big for me, okay, but get them in there, okay? You have to have an onboarding system. And don't overwhelm them with the thought of Success Club. Overwhelm them, or don't overwhelm them. Help them focus on just helping one person. Help one person this month, okay? So if they can get one person, that's a small win, right? They're like, okay, I helped one person. Okay, next month, let's bump it up to 2. And then the next month, let's bump it up to 3. Yeah, they might miss Success Starter, but at least you're helping them grow. Okay, and it comes from you guys, okay? And I know that can be seriously overwhelming to think, oh my gosh, I don't know how to run this. Cling on to your upline coach, okay? I'm sure your upline coach, if it's not me, has some kind of system in place to onboard coaches, okay? All right, any other questions, guys? Anything? No. Okay, so I better see, I see 19 people on here, and you better believe I'm taking count of who's on here. I better see you guys in our Hustle to the 2-Star group, you guys. There's no reason. I'm like sweating. I'm getting so fired up, you guys. There's no reason why you can't be in that training, okay? You should go for Team Builder. You should go for Active Diamond, okay? Whatever one is closer to your reach right now, go for it. Go for it with your entire focus and heart, okay? And if you've missed it, that's okay. You're closer than you were right now, okay? And you'll just move that goal back. That's what happens with me. Anytime I go for a goal and I'm like, I missed that. Okay, why did I miss it? All right, I'm just gonna move the date back to the next month, okay? Got it? All right. What's your favorite way to contact about the game plan? Oh, so guys, shoot me, not Facebook messages, shoot me a text message. You guys know that it takes me a while to get back through text because I usually have my phone turned off. But just shoot me a text message tomorrow morning, or tonight, you can do it. You'll probably hear back from me tomorrow morning when I'm up and working. But if you are wanting to get ready and run and have a game plan, let's get a phone call set up and we'll get going, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to hop off because I'm going to get ready for this next. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it on. I'm just